What's on, where, and when. It's the Talk of Nelson. NBS Talk Nelson.
It's a bold statement, banking for life, and the NBS certainly is serious about that.
To me, banking for life means it is a partnership.
It's for Grandad, it's also for me.
Welcome to Football Focus, episode 21, all things football across the top of the South, and we're coming to you from our regular home, the Turf Hotel. Big thanks to Stan and the team, and don't forget to check out their Facebook page for everything that's happening this weekend, including the biggest night of the year, the Rock 2000 Nelson's Countdown Party. So check out all the details for that. With me, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Skippy and Neil. G'day, guys. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, nice to be back. Good to see it.
And last show of the year, actually.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So we're going to, the season's pretty much, it's actually,
Yeah.
season's pretty much come to an end. And, there is football all year round, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Things do carry on. But how's the week been for you guys, apart from the Christchurch United game, which we'll talk about? What else is happening with you guys during the week?
Yeah, just getting ready for our teams to go away. We've got, as I said, we've got 5 teams going to the Gold Coast at the end of the month.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've got 6 teams going over to Blenheim, 4 teams go down to Christchurch. Yeah, we're all over the place at the moment. It's 29 teams in total we've got going away.
I was at the FC finals or the football finals, and the FC lads were doing a sausage sizzle raising money. So that's a local top of the South tournament.
There's loads of tournaments. So you've got South Islands, which 10s, 11s and 12s are based in Christchurch, here in Blenheim. And then you've got your Tasman rep tournaments, which are local. So they're more a local one for all the local teams. And pretty good, pretty hectic. And then, looking forward to October.
No real rest, is there?
No, there's no rest. No rest.
You get any time off at all? Is there a bit of a Christmas break, or because you got summer football as well, haven't you?
Yeah, November starts to ease off. I've just been watching Neil peel numbers off a back of t-shirts down there, which is a taskless.
Oh, you got to do your own t-shirts, did you?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, what Skip says, there's so many teams going away, and we tried to put together away kits for each team to share down here, just for pit clashes and bits and pieces. But yeah, so it's try to get all the kits in and then try to sort out numbers and bits and pieces. It's a bit of a task.
Yeah.
So we'll get there in the end, though. We'll get there.
And then before you know it, it'll be pre-season.
Be January. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, let's go through the results from the weekend. First of all, Nelson Women's League and the Golden Bay Shield Maidens 3-2 over the Richmond Swans. We had Nelson Suburbs Development 9-0 over Nelson Diamonds. So finished strong for the end of the season. Fairview Mapua Cougars 8-0 over Wakefield Ladies, and then Motueka Angels going down to the Foxes 7-0 to Huni have Zabai, and that's it for the season, really. So Foxes do it again, and
undefeated again as well.
I know,
fantastic.
Which was interesting because new team, new coaching set up, and they weren't too sure how they went, but obviously they've been able to maintain that standard throughout the year.
Yeah, good result for them, and
the development side would be pretty happy. The young girls getting runners up on the table.
Yeah, brilliant season for them. You know, they've done amazing all season. Only 1 defeat all season for them as well.
Right.
And even Golden Bay Shield Maidens, 2 defeats all season. So, there's healthy competition within that league.
It is, and not too far behind the Breakers, who didn't have the season they did last time, and actually just behind them, the Cougars. So, certainly that top 5 getting
close,
quite even. The
so.
Swans, up and down, they get some good results, and then sometimes, they haven't got the numbers.
Yep.
And then, improvements. Motueka Angels, I think, more wins than they've had before. The Diamonds on the comeback, and then a new introduction with the Wakefield Ladies, which I thought was fantastic.
Big shout out to them. They've went all season, and I don't think they've won a game, but they've they've done fantastic. Hopefully they'll be back next year.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know if anyone's spoken to them, but it'd be great if Shannon and the team could get another team back on the park.
I think their numbers got bigger as the year went on. When we and Shannon and he spoke about the numbers getting up, so that's good to see.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Continue.
the Price Charity Shield, and it was all happening down at FC Nelson. I went down there and had a look, and Neil Park was packed, and a lot of people watching. So the main match, which actually they didn't play any other games on Guppy, they kept that in good condition, and FC Nelson ended up winning the game 3-1, but it was extra time. It was. This was against Tahuna, I should say. 1-1 at full time.
Yeah, it was 80th minute, I think FC scored. Speaking to...
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was late, I think. It was late in the game. So I was there for the first half because we had just finished, and Tahuna, to be honest, were defending very, very well.
Right.
And they got one at the other end, and yeah, it was going to be a hard ask to defend as much as they were. But again, to get it to 80 minutes, they'll probably be a bit disappointed that they couldn't see it out.
Yeah, that's right. And then obviously something was... set it the extra time to the FC guys because it ended up being 3-1, put 2 away.
Yeah, it'd be the young lads coming through there, I would say, the fitness.
Bit of
fitness probably told in the end in extra time, I would say. But fantastic season for Tahuna, as we spoke about before.
Yeah.
You know, cup final, just coming unlucky there with going to extra time, and obviously the league form as well.
Finished third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
100%.
Great season for them.
And pretty good in the second division too, because they made another final, the Gould and Tout Trophy, and it ended up being Nelson Suburbs 1-0 over Spriggan-Fern Tahuna. I did watch that game, and on the whole it was fairly even. I think probably Suburbs had more chances, but it was quite a close battle. And I left, I'm pretty sure, when it was 0-0.
Danny Walsh, was it Danny Walsh?
Danny scored. I played the last 20 minutes.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
going to hear that Skippy turned up and got the winner? Or...
Danny had already scored. Yeah,
had he?
I should have scored, to be honest. I missed a chance. But yeah, Geezer was off by the time I got there, so I was disappointed. Didn't get to kick him.
Was he injured or just stubbed?
Don't know, but I didn't get a chance to tackle him.
Office,
I was going to tackle him, but I didn't get the chance. But yeah, no, Walshy scored again, and yeah, great result for the boys. Held on a little bit at the end because Tahuna went for it. Yeah, seen it out, which was good.
It was quite an even match, though, wasn't it? It was quite a tight battle there in second division. The Hurst Trophy, which and we're all sitting in the middle, you know, like a tennis match, looking at both sides of the park, and we watched the Helen Rushton Richmond Stags take on FC Nelson Loco Steamers. And the Richmond Stags, they started with hissing a roar, and I said, hello, they're going to have the legs over the Steamers. It was 2-0 up.
Yeah, seen that, yeah.
And then Marty Chandler has a free kick. It was way outside the box, decides to curl one and goes in top corner.
And it's all on.
And then, second half, Marty Chandler comes in, gets a header, far post. So 2-2. So I thought, geez, I'll roll here. And then I had to leave, and then ended up being 5-2 in the end. So in actual fact, the old boys went up a notch.
Yeah, Matty Chandler still got it, eh?
Yeah,
yes,
he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, so he would have been wrapped with that day. And then I must put a question mark on the Masters. Now, criticism during the week that we've never mentioned the Masters.
Yeah.
And I must admit, on the Nelson Bays football website, now for some reason I had the impression that the Masters was 4th division. They got rid of Masters, but no, it's still there.
Still got Masters, so it's over 40.
Yeah, over 40.
Yep.
And then, but on the Nelson Bays website, they don't cover the draw. Someone told me they do, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, they do. They do for the league. I'm not sure about the cup though. They have the league on there.
Well, I didn't all year, unless I'm not scrolling.
It's got its own tab. It says Masters football, so it's right at the bottom.
So it's not, because all the other men are on the same tab. My apologies. Yeah. My apologies. I did get ticked off and saying, well, hang on, backbone of the clubs. They run the bars. They do the fundraising. They do the coaching. Why aren't we mentioned? And mainly because probably, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But there was a final, I'm told.
Yes.
Between two suburb sides.
Yep.
Yes.
Masters United and Masters. And the Masters won 2-1. Jason Lavington's team, and they had a good result. And I think that they ended up with the Challenge Cup, the League Cup, and the Cup. So they did the treble.
Clean sweep for them.
Had a good season, and there's talk on the chat, and it was on the group this morning that they might be going to the Masters game in Blenheim.
Oh, right.
So their season's not done yet. Jason will have them down training again if they're going to that. So yeah, they're a good side, and all their Masters teams improved massively this year. And it was a real tight one, 2-1. So well done to Shane.
And I think
Hayden and the
FC
team
got
as
a pretty strong Masters side too, don't
well, they moved out, so they moved up to Division 4.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but even the start of the season, that other Masters team, Shane, they were getting heavy defeats and things like that to our other Masters team. So to lose a final 2-1,
Yeah,
shows
right.
you how far they've come.
Yeah.
As a Masters team, so lots of improvement there and a good cup final.
And we must make mention that, in a way it's a growth sport, because I know that nine-a-side in England at one point, this was years ago, was the fastest growing sport.
yeah, Masters 9-a-side, yep.
And they're all coming out of the pubs in their 40s playing the game. And so, I think it's always going to be pretty strong, isn't it? And as they say, they are the backbone of the clubs often. So we'll do a review in the off season, and we'll sit down and we'll be ready guys, and we'll have a good look at ourselves, and then we'll improve next year.
Yeah,
and
maybe even get one or two of the Masters in to jump on here.
Even better.
Yep.
Well, they couldn't make it today, but we are expecting Stewie and Steve Clark from Richmond to talk about the Prostate Cup with Walking Football at some point. So we'll have a chat to them also about their impressions of what's happening with Masters. So shout out to all the Masters guys, and we'll mention you more next week. Sorry about that. South Island women's football results, and there was only really two matches, catch-up matches. Dunedin City Royals, who really dominated the season, won the league 8-0 over Horswell.
Very good side,
and she still had to play that game and still had to travel up, but maybe they used it as a chance to celebrate. And then Nelson Suburbs, he did say that Dave mixed things up a bit.
Quite a young side, yeah. 1-0 up.
Yeah.
1-0 up. 2-1 at half time, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah, got to watch a good bit of the game, and it was in East Paisley got the girls off to a great start, and they started the game really, really well. The girls did. As I said, in East Paisley scored from probably 25 yards. And then got in at half time, and then went back out, and obviously Coastal's class in the end just sort of took over a little bit there.
And that can happen sometimes if they get a bit of a roll on, and the game's beyond your reach. It can have a mental effect sometimes. And
100%.
So that's pretty much it for the
girls.
League girls.
Yeah, they've got, some of them will go to the under-19s in Christchurch, and then most of them are in the under-17s that'll go to Western Springs in December.
Quite a young squad.
Yeah.
And with the success of the development side this year, can you see a lot of that squad staying together for next season?
A lot of the younger ones will, because they're still at school.
Right.
So they're tied with that a little bit. The older girls might move on to uni or move on to other opportunities outside of Nelson. But I'd say the core group of it coming through will be there. Yeah.
So some good depth.
Yeah, I think so. A bit young, but they're good. They're a good team. As you see, they've done really well in the reserve league.
Yeah.
They're going to be 1 year older next year. Had a little bit of experience in the first team, so they can only improve. So.
And Dave enjoyed the experience this year. Are we thinking he might be around next year, or don't know that yet?
I think Dave has made it clear to us at the club that he was going to take a little break from football.
Oh, right.
He's done a great job with those girls. They've improved massively and developed loads. And again, I sent him an email the other day just to thank him for his work, him and Joe, what they've put in. David Capstick with his support from the reserves as well. So they've had a really good season. The table might not show that, but I think they've been very close in games that they could have got something from. We wish Dave all the best in his step away from football, and hopefully it's not too long.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hope they enjoy their off season, and we'll see what happens next year. While I think it must make mention that FC won the Price Charity Shield. Doesn't stop there for them. They've got a playoff game coming Saturday against Horswell in Christchurch. Yeah, so that it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we had Davor down. They're just struggling to get transport, so we've given them our van.
Oh,
so we've given Davor was down getting the keys yesterday, so they're going to use our minibus to go down. So we wish them all the best, and anything we could do to help them get down there and play, then that's what we're here for.
Great, and you'd imagine that they'd probably have a good crack at that, wouldn't they? I mean, I don't know what that Horswell side is like.
It's just an unknown for both teams, I think. I think it's quite hard. Like none of the Horswell games will be televised. FC VO theirs, but Horswell won't be able to get hold of that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's a very unknown. You're probably taking a look at results, look at players that maybe played for Suburbs before that are there. And it'll be interesting. I think Horswell, I know Ollie, he's quite a young coach, and I think he'll be hoping to have a real good performance at home. because he'll know it'll be hard to come up here the week after.
Yeah, FC always do pretty well on Guppy, don't they?
Yeah, well, you look at FC. They'll take their recent form down there as well. Glen Rangers, 2 good results against them. They'll be buzzing after the Price Charity Cup as well. So winning that in extra time, so they'll go down there full of confidence.
And a few of the college boys have been away to tournament as well. So there's been plenty of football for them, and
100%.
they have come out on top, haven't they? So whatever challenge so far has been put in front of them, they won the league. They beat a very strong Rangers side. They won the cup. So sometimes it's about momentum, isn't it?
100%.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So if they can get,
even a draw,
hopefully a win, but 1-1, even 1-0 down.
Me and Skip were speaking about it yesterday, actually, and if they can come away from there, even 2-1 down or a draw, they'd come back to Guppy Park. They'll fancy the chances, and then move on to play Dunedin side after that. And
it will be the following weekend, will it?
I think it is. And then the following weekend would be the Northern game.
Yeah,
I would say. Yep.
Jeez,
is that getting played in? If that happens, is it Christchurch?
There's talk of it being in Christchurch, but I know Northern are digging their heels in and saying they want a home game as well. So it'll be interesting.
But how do they constitute a home game? How did Northern Dunedin get a home game?
But it's part of the playoff system, always has been. Wanaka had a home game last year.
Ah, right.
So
how does that work? I mean,
I don't know.
It's hard on the team that
Thompson gets sausage sizzle on me. You got favourite flights to Dunedin.
Yeah, that is a long bus trip if you have to do that. Didn't want to do that.
I think common sense has to come into it. I think they have to meet at Christchurch, really.
Yeah, you'd think.
I think that's fair. I think it's fair for both
neutral
teams.
venue as well. Just get both teams Christchurch. Plenty of venues to play at. Get the game done there. If that's the outcome.
Why is it mandatory that Dunedin gets the
because
home
it's
game?
Been home and away.
Yeah, right. Well, why don't they do that then?
That's what I mean. No, that's what I mean. I think the winner came out for Northern wanted the home game, but they knew they have to do an away one as well. It's always been home and away, but it's the first because they played Roslyn last year. Oh no, that was Unis. Unis had to go down to Roslyn, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
To me.
Makes no sense, eh?
Yeah. Okay. So we wish them all the best of luck. South Island football, and you did mention, Skippy, that you were scrambling around a little bit.
Neil failed a late fitness test. He was nearly on there, mate. He was just felt the hammy a wee bit. So Ed said, "Nah, he's probably not good, Skip." But here me and Neil set the boys up completely different. They again asking them to do something that. Again, not second nature to them. They like to play attacking football. They like to play forward. And we sort of asked them to sit a little bit deeper and frustrate. And it lasted for 38 minutes. And then an individual error, overplaying, and we've given the ball away in the penalty box and we've hacked a man down. And we've made it hard for ourselves after that. We had to go chasing it. If we could have got in at 0-0 at halftime, completely different mindset coming out. But then we could give away the penalty and then we've conceded off a set piece in injury time. Writing was on the wall after that, but our goal was to get in at halftime 0-0. Then they start to panic a little bit because they need to win. Points not good enough, and
then
we
get them on the hop.
Exactly. We were going to go again, but fair play to them. They had something to play for. So did we with our home form, but unfortunately, just too much for us on the day.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go, and that means Christchurch get a berth in the National League, and 1 point.
Yeah.
So and not too far behind Coastal as well. Really tight at that top.
They could be kicking themselves though.
Yeah, Tech. Yeah, it's the week before's really hurt them.
That's hurt them.
And you can't. The thing is, they could have a crack at you guys, but you can't rely on other people's results, can you?
At home.
Yeah.
We were terrible.
That's why we were. But that's why you have a league system that goes for all the games, and that's why we're going away to Wanaka this week to finish the whole league off. That's where you end up in the league is throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
So you can speak about 1 or 2 games where especially ourselves, we could have done better on the road, as Skip just said. But for Cash Tech, there'll be games they'll be looking at, especially coming up here and losing that one.
Bridie always used to have the saying, "The table never lies."
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not it's not too far off because what coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
It is what it is, isn't it? And
Christchurch were 7 points clear at the stage. In the league.
That's right. And they almost missed out, and they would have really been kicking themselves if they didn't get in.
But yourself as a coach and as a team as well. When you drop points, it's going to hurt you throughout the season.
Yeah.
And that's speaking from our perspective. That's what's happened to us. Was games that after the game of. Early on in the season, you say that one's going to come back and bite us, and you just know it, man.
And I've also been, had the shoe on the other foot where I've, been in a situation where we've had some average results and not in the mix. All of a sudden, tip a team up and get on a roll and start getting some wins, and ended up winning the league, and yes, a bit of luck because a couple of other people caused some upsets. But, it can go the other way too.
Yeah, totally.
So it's a long season. So tell us about that Wanaka game and the
longest weekend of our lives.
Skippy's on fitness test this week. I failed last week, so we'll see how we go there.
The premise is, though, is that you got one game in hand, and potentially if you do have to get 3 points.
Nope, just a point.
Point and finish.
Is that on goal different?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's important for us, finishing fourth and similar as last season.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of work behind the scenes to get the game on. Flights, we're flying all over the place. Some of us are flying to Wellington. Some of us are going via Christchurch. On the way back, we're flying from Queenstown, Christchurch.
Because you can't get
too many people. Yeah.
So it's been a bit. It's been a bit well done to Wanaka for getting the game on as well, because it's not been easy. I was speaking to them yesterday, and they're in the same predicament as us, them, with getting players on the pitch. So,
is that right?
Yeah, but it's really important. We want to go down there and put on a good performance. So a lot of guys getting an opportunity this weekend that's been there all season, and they get a chance to step up.
I mean, psychologically, finishing fourth on the table, just behind the top three, I guess that gives you a bit of that mental edge where you're saying, well, when we're going into next season, we're not that far off the mark.
Yeah. 9 points off tech. If we win the game, we'll be 9 points off tech.
Yeah.
So,
But we've seen that side this year when you're on.
Yeah, 100%.
You can beat those guys.
We've beat Coastal, we've beat Tech, we've drew with Christchurch United. So we're not far away.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, and of course, Wanaka will have to get the snow off the.
Going on Saturday, can't wait. Brilliant.
We checked
thrilled about that. The high of 5 degrees,
-1 or something
in the morning.
No snow. That's not what.
Yeah.
No, but these days, what they do is they actually say we look forward to it because it's a challenge. So we're really looking forward to playing in below zero conditions.
You tell Jarvis from Samoa that the snow's going to be good for him.
Where's he from? Miami or Florida?
Florida. We've got one from Florida, one from Samoa. They're dreading it, mate. Dreading it, mate.
You've got to play all conditions.
Yeah.
Let's talk the Soccer Ashes, and I think, did we already talk the
first one? Yeah.
The first one, so 1-0 to Australia in the last part of the game, and New Zealand really dominated the game. I didn't actually happen to catch this game, game 2, but Australia 3-1. But the highlights I did see, the 2 reserves they brought on, was it Torre and Irankunda,
yeah.
Geez, I think they made a difference, didn't they?
Yeah,
just up front. I mean, they'll be, holding back the racehorses a little bit, had them on the bench, and I thought when they came on in that first game, they did make the difference. Although we did take a couple of players off, but they started them this time. And
they
were pretty lethal, weren't they?
Yeah. No, I watched the game in New Zealand. They probably. They rely on Chris Wood up front so much, and he was just pretty isolated up there looking at it.
Well, that's what you would do, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you had a guy like Chris Wood, you just totally take him out of the game.
Yeah, and that was the case. He was up there on his own, and there was like 2 centre-backs on him all the time. He didn't get any space whatsoever. So, but even like New Zealand got the young boy on as well from the Phoenix team. He made his debut. Was he 16 years old?
17.
17. Sorry, my bad.
It's a bit of a worry though for the All Whites if he gets injured pre-World Cup.
Oh, well, that's right. And the other thing too is if they take your main strike force out, they must have talked about that. Then surely that opens up other opportunities for Singh perhaps to have a ping outside the box.
Singh just wasn't close enough to him. I didn't think. And the one chance that Chris Wood got when he got through, he puts it in the back of the net. So it's just but over the 2 legs, I thought New Zealand were a better team in the first game and the second game. To be fair, but
right.
Yeah, so
which is ironic, isn't it?
Yeah,
you would have thought the other way around. But also, Australia potentially said that they would have talked about underperformance.
Well, he made 6 changes.
Yeah, right.
The Aussie,
yeah,
coach for the second game.
Yeah, so he must have just said not good enough.
Yep.
We're way ahead in the rankings. We should be performing better. Yeah. Okay. And then they couldn't even get autographs off Chris Wood because he's
gone. He was on the plane.
Back ready, and we'll talk about that because big news during the week for Nottingham Forest. And before we did that, Neil, we talk qualifiers because of the fact that the Premiership had a rest and there were too many games going on. We did pick out England.
Yeah.
And, geez, unusual for them because you would have thought they'd draw against Andorra and probably lose against Serbia, but they beat Andorra 2-0, which you would expect. But 5-0 against Serbia?
Yeah, they were very good. I watched the first half. They were very lively.
Great result. Really tough place, intimidating place to go.
First time they had lost at home since 2007.
Did you see the
England were all over them, weren't they? I didn't watch the whole game.
Have you seen the tunnel they have to walk through? It's like 200 meters long.
Oh,
and it's just covered in all sorts of stuff, and it's like, you know, you can hear they play the fans through it, and it's, you know, you got to do that for 200 and something meters.
Oh, yeah, before you go
underground, and then you come out, and it's just mental. So, you know, that's an amazing result for England away over there.
But the highlights I saw, you know, they were just all over.
Yeah,
so dominant.
Yeah,
so dominant.
Yeah, which, you know, is that new coach because, you know, England have never been that great in the qualifiers, especially against teams that you know, have less ranking than them, and they're kind of a team that build in tournaments. You know, over time they're never fantastic, but you know, then they start getting better and better each game. But maybe this coach has turned them around, saying
different. Yeah,
if you play, it's 100%.
Yeah, but he's tried it, and like he's lost against Senegal because he tried something and he was happy enough that he lost the game. He changed it to have a look at people, and I think he's trying to find out what his best 11 is. I think that's what he's doing at the moment. I think he's not far away from it. I think he's pretty close. To getting there. So I think I think they'll be very, very strong,
and probably a different style of football too for England too, because you know you've got some quite very talented footballers, quite skillful, and have an attacking mindset, which is a little bit different to the, you know, build it up from the back type football that England's used to.
100%. Was Phil Foden even in the squad?
No, I didn't see him.
I was going to say, forgot about him.
But they've got so much depth, haven't they?
Yeah, he's gone with old-fashioned wingers. I like it.
Quick wingers.
Quick, get at people, get a ball in the box. That's something Kane wants.
Harry Kane wants that.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Scotland.
Brilliant.
Hey, the boys.
Unreal. Flying.
1-0 with Denmark. So
that's a great result.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah, we're sitting in a little bit, and you know, you're going to expect to do that. But a point away over there, great start. And actually watched the Belarus game. You know, expected to go over there. They just took a heavy defeat from, I think it was Greece beat them before, maybe 5. But yeah, no, Scotland they were just, Belarus were camped behind the ball, so it's always difficult to break teams down when they're sitting that deep. And Ben Doak was tricky on the wing, a bit of an unusual position for him, but he was good out there. 2-0 win. So the own goal was a bit of a calamity. It was a good play from Scotland. The ball goes in, the guy heads into his own net, and Adams' own goal was good play again. Ball gets headed back across, and Shea Adams is there from a yard out to put it over the line. But Scotland hit the post. They had 1 or 2 other chances. Belarus maybe had 1 or 2 chances, but you know, it could have been 4 or 5. But you know, great start, 4 points. The first 2 games, so you got to be happy with that.
That's great, good stuff. And Republic of Ireland going down to Armenia 2-1 probably wouldn't be.
I called that, by the way.
You did. Too happy with that.
Yeah,
I think their coach is really under it now. I watched a bit of stuff on RTE, the Irish channel, and he's getting slated over there after that. That's a terrible result.
They did draw with Hungary. I don't know what Hungary's form has been like recently. Of course, Hungary, you always, you know, go way back when, you know, they won the World Cup back in the but that was a long time ago.
2-0 down in that game, Republic of Ireland, bring it back. Adi Bean was on the last 10 minutes and pops in the equaliser. So to come back at home against 2-0 down against a good Hungary side, you'd expect they're so expected to go over and put a few past Armenia. I mean, I don't even know what they're ranked in.
I've no idea, but I had a feeling.
Yeah, and Armenia, I think I've heard of them before. They're not a totally slouch team, but
it's just the travel as well.
Yeah,
going to these places.
Northern Ireland,
go on, the boys.
3-1 over Luxembourg.
Good result.
I did see the highlights of that.
Yeah, my nephew was there.
Oh, was he?
My nephew was there. He loved it. And then straight after the game, they were on a plane to Frankfurt and then down to Hamburg for the Germany game.
Yeah. Well, you know, Germany had a poor performance the week before, absolutely slated in the press. Yeah. And so they had to pull out a result. And the coach said, we've got to win the next 5 games. Yeah. So, you know.
Got it back to 1-1.
Yeah.
And before, at halftime, it was 1-1. And then, their class showed. Vert scored a beautiful free kick.
That's crazy goal.
Beautiful free kick. And then they were too strong. But Yeah, again, we needed Luxembourg and Slovakia were 0-0 to the 90th minute, and Slovakia scored. So we needed a draw there. But we got 2 home games now at Windsor, so we'll be hoping to win those and hopefully get in the World Cup, which would be huge.
That'd be massive. Just going back to Republic Island, they've got away to Portugal next, and they need to get a result there to keep the World Cup hopes alive. So that's where they're probably going to struggle now, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay, Premier League, and it's back, and the first game is Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, and during the week, Ange Postecoglou, Big Podge, gets the gig.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He's Greek. I think I've said this. I think I said this a couple of weeks ago. If he gets sacked, he'll go with Podge because he's Greek family. The owner's Greek. All makes sense.
Yeah. Now, so the coach that Forest had now he had them in the championship, didn't he? Did he bring them in?
No.
He didn't. He got brought on. That's right.
Yeah, he came in.
That's right. Poor results, got sacked. He came in, turned the whole thing around, and at 1 point, fourth on the table, got them into Euro football. But last year, the owner came onto the pitch, and there was a big argument. Now, it didn't really read too much into that, but obviously reading between the lines and some speculation that obviously the relationship between the owner
broke down.
It did break down.
Doesn't look good, does it, on TV, that kind of stuff?
Well, and, with the results he's had, you'd think as an owner, you'd say, well, actually, we're going all right. If I don't get on with the guy, so be it. But obviously...
It was
that Greek connection.
It was done pretty quick, mate. I think it was already done before he got sacked.
Hodge doesn't do well with Forest. I
was just watching his interview there just this morning. His first interview for Nottingham Forest, and I just love Ange since he was at Celtic anyway. I mean, he's just his style of football, the way he plays, he doesn't go away from it. So I'm not sure it's just too early for Ange ball this weekend. He's only had
Arsenal.
He's only had a couple of sessions, but he'll do a good job there.
Apparently, I read really tough training, and it's going to be interesting for Chris Wood too. I mean, is that Ange's style? Will they? I mean, obviously he scores goals.
Likes a 9, so Chris Wood will be all right. I think a bit of pace up beside him, I would say, would be the plan. And I think he's got a tough run. I think Ange doesn't play a home game for 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's it. If he said that in his interview,
they're away for 3 weeks in a row, so it's going to be tough.
Tough start.
So, what are we picking?
I'm going Ange win.
Forest.
Get behind the big man. Go on, Forest. I'm not Forest. Gibbs White. Brave.
All right. Okay, there you go. An upset.
Woodsy might be on the bench for that after he picked her up, mate.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if he's 100%. Like, I think his body doesn't recover as quick.
Big frame, isn't he?
Yeah.
He got taken off early in that first game. I think he hinted that maybe he just needed a bit of recovery.
Yeah. And go for Woodsy off the bench last 20 minutes and him to score the winner then, Skip.
Get 2.
3-2. Yep.
3-2.
He'll get 2 to win the game.
Get up, watch that.
Bournemouth versus Brighton. Bournemouth at home.
Oof. Close one, innit? Yeah, that'll be a real tight one.
That's a derby.
Yeah, it is a derby. Yeah, both down the south coast there. Definite derby. I'll go Bournemouth.
I'll go Bournemouth home as well. Yeah.
Crystal Palace and Sunderland at home.
Another one.
Palace are flying.
They are
playing well at the moment. Yeah.
So Palace at home. Everton and Aston Villa. Everton doing all right.
That's tough.
And Aston Villa haven't had a great start.
Yeah,
tough game that.
Yeah, I think Everton will get up there.
New stadium,
buzzing in there, full house. Everton home win for me.
Bridie, sorry mate, Fulham at home, Craven Cottage.
Yeah, I don't think Leeds will beat Fulham.
He'll be into me otherwise. It'd be interesting to see how Fulham bounce back actually, and don't know whether their new signing will be in play. But Leeds actually had a reasonable start of the season. They're doing right. So.
They'll be really difficult to play at home.
Yeah,
they'll be looking to pick up a lot of points there. But these are games if they're going to pick points up with Fulhams and games like that,
need to do it.
Down to like Brentford's, that'll be games. Sunderland's away, that'll be games they'll be really looking to pick points up to try and stay in the league.
Another one, Newcastle and Wolverhampton. So Wolverhampton actually, they had a good result last time, but Newcastle probably too strong at home.
Yep.
All right.
Newcastle.
West Ham bounced back 3-0 over Forest. They take on Tottenham.
Yep.
I'll go West Ham, I think.
Daniel Levy's gone, so the Tottenham fans will be
happy.
They'll be happy.
Yeah, right.
Levy's gone, so talk of takeovers and all sorts there, but I'll go West Ham at home, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Right, and then Brentford versus Chelsea.
Derby, another one.
London
derby.
Yeah.
Brentford were my favourites to go down, but then they won. Chelsea are going well.
Yeah,
Chelsea look a good side.
I'm going to go Chelsea.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think they're a good side. I think they've got a lot of young lads. I think Palmer might be back. He didn't go with the England squad, so he'll be back. Yeah, tough one. But yeah, Chelsea.
Burnley versus Liverpool.
We hate going to Burnley.
Do you? Is that bogey team?
The last time they were terrible. But I think we got too much now.
Too much?
I think.
Yeah, too much class.
Neil?
Isak's first game as well.
Who?
Yeah, no, I can't see. I can't see past Liverpool. I've got Liverpool for the league this year. I was talking to Skip about the Champions League. I think they'll have a good run in that. If not, make the final. It'll be very, very close. So just with the signings, keeping Salah, keeping Van Dijk, the players they've brought in, they're going to be too strong.
And then the derby. This is going to be a massive match, isn't it? Because City haven't been like that first game. I thought no one's going to beat them, and then since then they've had really poor results and. Man, who knows what you're going to get with Manchester United, but could be an upset.
I don't know.
I don't see it.
I wouldn't want to be playing City off a back of 2 losses.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
Because he always gets a reaction. And Haaland scored 4 yesterday.
Right.
I think he knows where the net is. I think that could get ugly for Man U.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see anything but a Man City win there, but I've been wrong in the past, and it's just one of those things. Anything can happen in those games. Team starts well. A bit of atmosphere, players flying into tackles, might be a red card, anything could change the game. But both teams keep players on the pitch. Man City home win, I think.
Last show of the season, who's going to win the league?
Liverpool.
Here we go.
That's all.
That's consistent. All right. Well, we'll check when we come back because now usually when we come back in the season, it's towards the end of the season.
It's nearly April, isn't it? Yeah.
So we'll be able to play that big back. See what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, got to give a huge thanks to yourself and Neil and Skippy for your ongoing support with the show over the year. It's been another season of ups and downs. And certainly some excitement with the Chatham Cup.
Yeah, it was good fun.
And congratulations to FC for winning the local league. And good luck with their playoffs. And congratulations to the Foxes, I should say, as well, for winning their league. And I should say congratulations to Wakefield for actually entering the leagues as well. And we have to say, congratulations to everyone that participated this season. We didn't get a chance to catch up with Stu to see how that went and how that compared. But all reports, it was a pretty good season overall. Still had, some issues around the weather and the ground, so more calls for Astro. But on the whole, a good season, and you guys hopefully get your 4th. And then hopefully good plans in the off season for next season.
Just relaxing.
Yeah,
just chill out for a bit.
Chill out.
Just a massive shout out to Ian McFadden, who does a great work with the referees. Sometimes they'll probably think it's a taskless effort for him. He's got people sick and people away, and he still manages to get it organised. So to all the referees in the region, we do support it. Thank you. We can't play the game without you. It's good when you're there. Hopefully we can get a few more for next year.
All the best for
thank you.
Appreciate
the off season. All the best of luck to all the teams and tournaments and the summer football tournament. Thanks very much for all those that have participated, our guests, for those that have listened and contributed. We really appreciate that. Must say thank you to Stan and the team at the Turf. Again, came on board. What a great supporter. And don't forget to support the Turf throughout the summer period.
We just say thanks to you.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, we got to say, because, without you're here, you're setting up early, you put your time in to go out, and Skippy's been busy out there at the club, and you've set up out there, and, it's a great intensity that you've put into it, and everything you do to highlight football in the regions, shows like this is fantastic. So thank you to you for all the hard work that you've put in throughout the season.
Well, thoroughly enjoy it.
It's good fun.
It's good fun, and we've talked about various formats, and we'll talk about it again, but it looks as though, having an exclusive football show is still pretty popular.
It is popular. It's popular down in Christchurch. A lot of people, I think I've told you before, when we go down there, people watch it, and they it's they wish they had something similar down there. So do a good job. It's much appreciated.
Well, Skippy's talked about going on the road.
We are going on the road.
Queenstown this weekend on the road.
Roadshow.
I've probably got a couple of spare seats.
We've got to raise money for a bus or something. I don't know quite how to do that, but
Golden Bay first up, is it?
We're doing the Matchweek Hotel. That's
Rewalker Hotel.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad idea, actually.
Summer tour.
Roots Bar would be a good venue, wouldn't it?
There we go. Roots Bar.
Oh, yeah, Golden Bay.
Yeah. Watch this space.
That's
muscle in on the way up. It'd be great.
big plan.
That was like a pub crawl.
Who's driving?
I'd say big plans, no budget.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, look, hey, as I said, thanks, guys, and thanks to the Turf. Thanks for everyone listening. Have a great summer, and we'll do it all again next season on Football Focus.
Talk Nelson Radio. It's the Talk of Nelson.